Hello, hello. It's been a while. It always feels like it's been a while. But we are playing more Silksong. Still in Act 2. I would like to beat this game because Silent Hill comes out in like 2 days. It's already out for the people who paid lots of money. But I'm not willing to pay an extra 20 bucks to get the game 2 days early, so I'm not doing that. But if you are one of those people, then it's already out. What do I want to do? But there's still a fair bit to this game. I believe. I don't think we're beating it anytime soon. But I did want to say, oh my god, they're just coming after me. Last time we got 1/3 of the song, or whatever it is that we need. I've just forgotten how to play. I'm glad they all just killed themselves there, because I did not have a chance. We got 1/3 of the song. We got 2 more thirds to go. Nice. And wow. Where have I ended up? Okay. This is not what I was expecting. More down here we go then. Whatever. This way? Not this way. What I'm trying to say is last time there's a point where I was backtracking a little bit and I was like, there's a few things I want to check out. And then I got to a point where I was like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Lo and behold, I was forgetting something. I forgot to check out the fleas after I rescued the giant flea, and I only remembered after I'd finished streaming. Oh my god, I hate this map. It's so big. It's just such a big little map. Not little at all. Not at all, but definitely big. You know, there are like a fair few elevators around, but I feel like none of them actually help me out in a way that I want to be helped. Like when I was over there, I guess there probably was a closer elevator I could take. Well, not really, a little bit. A little bit. I mean, and if I'm going for fleas, I don't even need to go here, do I? Okay, well let's see. So we bench, and then if I go to that elevator, that would be better. In cold chambers. Still not the best, but so after I check out fleas, which to be honest, we rescued the giant flea. So I must get some sort of reward, but it's probably not going to be a big deal. Like there's spikes here somewhere? I want to go to White Sanctum or whatever it's called. White Place, White Surgery, White Ward. There we go. Because Sherma said she's gone on a little quest to meet the Wizard of Oz. And I'd like to see what's going on with that, even though I feel like it's one of those Dark Souls situations where advancing her quest is going to kill her. But we'll see, maybe not. There's a big one. Look at him. Does he sing? That's pretty funny. Oh, that's it? Really? Really? I do wonder if me going to that station is just easier. What's my money like? 600. What was the simple key situation? Did I get a simple key? I think there's a simple key I can buy from the new merchant there. So I might... I remember when I had to fight you so many times, and now look at me blob about like a lost deal. Hello La Tomba. Hello La Bomba. How you doing La Bomba? I see Mega Ninja's been playing more. Oh god, what is that Discord message? Yeah, I see Mega Ninja's been playing more. Whatchamacallit? That game that you worked on. You know that one, Jam Factory. I hope he's enjoying it. You know. No, but I have seen he's been playing more. It seems like he's enjoying it. I haven't been watching much of it. To be fair, it's pretty hard for me to watch Mega Ninja streams because, like, I don't speak Greek. It's pretty rough on me. But yeah, I'm doing alright. I'm also a bit sleepy, but I'm always sleepy. It is what it is. I've been trying to get more into Pokemon cards. I'm gonna go to locals tomorrow, so that should be fun. I'm trying to build some new decks. What do I want to do? I want to go to Whiteboard to help Sherma. How do you even participate then? Hello Mapu, how are you? I watch some Mega Ninja streams, but yeah, it is rough when you don't need Greek, when you don't know Greek. You mean Europeans just don't know every European language automatically? What? That's not right. Why are you a part of the EU then? I thought it's called European Union. You're not very unified if you can't even say hello to each other, are you? This just seems like fake news. Maybe the EU isn't even real. Maybe that's what they made up. Anti-American agenda. They want to think that the world is against us. The world is against America. But we can't let them know that. Or something. Oh, I know Malacca. I learned Malacca from my high school friends. I had a Greek high school friend. He taught me Malacca. There you go. I know that one. I see you're learning all the good words. Look at these guys. I know we're both perfect. I mean, that's the most important word to learn, you know. The swear words are always the most important. Whenever you learn a new language, straight to the naughty words. What was that pin I put down? So somewhere here, I'm looking for Sherma. It's spreading like a virus, yeah. The virus of foreign languages. How scary. This creepy ass area. Oh, you again. So this was like they were putting silk inside bugs, which like makes them live longer, but it also makes them like dependent on the silk, right? And I think that's what this area is like all about. That weird. This is where they did it, where they performed like the surgery. Pretty stuck because I don't remember how to navigate this map. I can go down here. Oh, Sherma! I want to see what the pin I guess I'm not going back there. Okay. I remember these guys. A little bit scary, eh? Ow. No, it's not too bad. Give me all that money! 30 monies! That's so much. There's another one, I think. Where's my Sherma? I don't think Sherma's making it out of this alive. It seems far too unlikely. How would Sherma even get down here? She can't beat up Edward Scissorhands. I can't even beat up Edward Scissorhands. You see how I'm playing? Up here. Sherma, oh Sherma! Went that way. Enter? Is this new? This feels new. Enter. This is definitely new, I guess. But Sherma, how did you get here, Sherma? How are you still alive? Hoy, Red Maiden, have no fear. 'Tis only I, Sherma. I found healing supplies, but then the way back collapsed, and I heard moaning from the dark. Oh, how thankful I am to see you. Oh no. The dead are stirring. Don't tell me I need to protect Sherma. You're a new enemy. I don't know who you are. Gotta lock in. Get away from her! You're a surgeon. Cruel physician of Whitewood responsible for operations and modifications on the Citadel's bugs. Okay, there's a big guy, scissor guy. And with 40 hands, we can take him. Sherma, what are you doing? Oh, you're not Sherma. I can't see you, it's too dark. Get away from Sherma, I don't feel safe with you near my bug. How many more do I need to take care of? One. That's it. That's it. Surgeons complete. Their procedures with Silkman prolonged the life of the Citadel, but they unknowingly gifted many minds to the monarch. Gifted many minds to the monarch. So is it like when they gave silk to someone to prolong their life, like their mind would be donated to like the king? That's weird. You okay, Sherma? Oh, Red Maiden, sorry to have lured you into such danger, and those poor bugs, bewitched by the thread, no sin could possibly warrant such a fate. Your pity is not misplaced, but better suited for another time. For now, you should look to your own care. Ah yes, I should get these healing supplies back to the pilgrim settlement above. My brothers and sisters have waited long enough. Sherma survived? Sherma came to like the creepiest... What did you find? Oh, thank you, Sherma. How did Sherma come to the creepiest place in the whole game and make it out alive? I don't know about you, little bug. You're crazy. Oh. Are you doubting your faith, Sherma? It's not looking good for you. Is it? So I've just explored everything in this area then, right? I want to see the left area. Why did I put a pin down there? I don't know how to get back there. More scissor man. God damn, man. Can I get back this way? Oh my god, what devilish spikes do you put down? Holy. And that's just not fair. Putting spikes down like that. Is it worth trying to explore what's down there? I should just use one of my maggots, and I feel like I've already explored all there is to Whitewood. But I put a pin down there for some god-awful reason that I don't remember. Maybe there's a door that connects there? I also need to collect pins for the quests. I still need 2 more. Let's okay, let's walk back to Whitewood. See if we can collect pins on the way. And not die. See if you'll give me a pin. I don't know what the deal with these pins are. They're just like a tiny drop rate? What is it? No pin? Boop, boop. I'm so good at this game. Look at me jump around. I'm the best Silksong player there is. Barty Vidya has nothing on me. Can you stop stealing my silk? There's another batch, I believe. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. I'm a special flavor of idiot. And then down here. I can press this and it brings the elevator up, and then I'm going to be able to go to the right hand side without qualm. And there's a bench here. Which I knew. I don't know what Pokemon game to do next. I want to stream, or at least I want to try maybe just for one stream. We'll see how it goes. But I want to see more of Silent Hill F. I'm very curious about that. This is where I got the oil. But Pokemon game, I'm not sure. An ornate lock, that's what I marked. I need some ornate key. I know what you're gonna say. I know you're gonna say, how about Pokemon Nightmare? And that's true. I could play Pokemon Nightmare. If I play Pokemon Nightmare, that's an 8-gym game. It's gonna take me God knows how long. Can I? I can't be sneaky about it. I kind of liked playing Echo because Echo was a game that I actually just did in like 2 streams. That is because it's incomplete. But I kind of like those shorter experiences. Jam Festival wasn't even that long as like far as fan games go. And I know Nightmare is going to be like a decent amount longer than that. I'm kind of tempted to do Crimson and Cobalt. That's been a game that's been on my list for a while. What I do want to do, Nightmare would probably be like 19-20 hours, I imagine, because that's how long 8-gym games tend to take. I hate this place, my god. I do want to play Ash and Frost, but like that goes with what I was just talking about. Like Ash and Frost is about as long as a fan game as you can get. Apparently that game is incredibly long and it's not even complete. So yeah. What am I supposed to do about that? I don't know. So now I come down here? My silk is to the right. Like Ash and Frost, I really do want to play at some point. I really do. And now that like there's no jam going on, maybe now is like a good time, you know? But at the same time, like I know if I play Ash and Frost, I'm probably playing it for the next year, realistically. I think Vinemon took me about a year to get through. I enjoyed Vinemon a lot, but it did take me a year to beat. Which is a long time. For those who don't know how long a year is, I did. This was like the Silk Maggot. Yeah. Also, apparently Ash and Frost is hard. Which is crazy to me because I want to just play it because of funny characters and Ace Attorney mechanics. But you're telling me that like the battle's actually hard and I can't just get away with spamming Earthquake? That sounds horrible. That's not why I play Pokemon games. So that's checked, that's checked. Let's go to the elevator and we can see how the village is doing. Anybody want to fight? I need more pins still. But none of you want to give me anything to work with. What an ugly bunch you are. Okay, but did I really beat Jam Festival when I lost to the final tournament? Does that count as a victory? Because I think some people definitely don't count that as a victory. And I did not have an easy time. I had an easy time with 5/6 of Jam Factory, not Factory, Festival. But that last 6, that little trainer called Matt, I did not have an easy time with. I'm curious, I saw you released a balance patch. What was the balance patch for Jam Festival? I'm very curious. Is it anything that would have affected me or just not at all? Not Memorial. Go Shrine. Oh, and Aethermance is out today. Which is like a game I would have wanted to play, but I've been buying way too many games recently. Humble Pilgrim. They found an evil, sadistic laugh. That's scary. I don't know. I've heard that it's pretty bad. I've heard some scary things about it. The way people talk about it, it scares me. Ah, not Matt. Damn it. Welcome back, Rain Man, and thanks again for coming to my aid. I'm no healer, but with supplies we found in the ward below, even my unlearned claws can ease the suffering of our brothers and sisters. That such darkness could creep into the most of holy places, even though we pilgrims kept our promise to ascend. I confess I wonder at the meaning of it all, but enlightenment then does not come easily, or all at once. I should just continue my task in the meantime. I don't know, the voices in my head. I used to spend some time on ECAT server, and the way they talked about it made it sound very scary. So like these were ECAT fans, you know, like hardcore Ashen Frost fans, and they were talking like sickos. They were talking about Pokemon as numbers, not as cute, friendly beings, and I'm like, what is this? I don't want to hear about a dirty Eevee or a dirty Ivy. I don't want those dirty numbers. They're scary. They're horrible. Well, I've been working. Do you have a simple key? No. Well, yes, and I used it? Must have used it. I don't really want that, but it could be useful. I could do that. Interesting, but I don't really need it. Got the money, so let's get this one. Oh, that's the last. Wow, okay, that's really good. Is that maxed out? I feel like we're not going to find much more HP than that. That's good. Okay, so next I want to vault up, I believe, because I was like pretty much done with the vaults beforehand. So I can go down here. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, there's these big mans. What are your movesets? You swipe at me, you poke at me, and you also jump at me, I think? Oh, you dive at me, that's it. What's the like hardest Pokemon fan game you've played in your opinion, Bombastic? Is it gonna be like a boring answer like Radical Red? Have you even played Radical Red? Is it gonna be something weird like Chakra Clinic? I don't think it's Chakra Clinic. I should bench here. Just oh, and I've got something to give this guy as well. Of course you don't. That's what all good fan game devs do. They don't play games, they just make them. And then they're like, oh, why isn't anybody commenting on my thread? Well, why don't you try playing a bloody fan game then? If we've got too many people making games and not enough people actually playing them. At least not playing them in like in an engaging way, or I don't know, not giving feedback. We got a new song. Guide track for the choir with a theme of ascendance. Can you shut the fuck up? I'm trying to listen to the music. There's doubles is like the new black, I feel like. There seems to be a trend coming that people love their double battles in fan games, which is cool to see. There was another example that like I really am forgetting, but Echo is a big one. Obviously, Echo is just like a 5-hour demo at the moment, and the battles never get too complex. Although I swear, the second gym leader in that game, the bloody Corva Squire using Roost, it got to me. But there was another game with... I mean, maybe I'm just thinking of Jam Festival. I feel like there's more than that, bro. There's gotta be something like that. I mean, like, of all the 1 million rebalancing hacks there are, surely there's one that makes it double battles. People will, like, make a ROM hack of gold, or a ROM hack of crystal where it just adds Mareep to a wild encounter somewhere. Surely someone's willing to make a ROM hack or something where the game is more focused around double battles. I guess that's what Jam Festival is. So I've gone to the left. I believe I did all of that. Let's double check. Is that an open door on the left? It looks like it could be an open door. Did I go here? I think I did go here. This looks familiar to me. I pulled a lever that like turned the lights on, and then all these Mothmen woke up and went to their stations. That's right. Which I don't know if that was actually helpful or not, but... And now I've got more Mothmen walking around. So I went up, that's been done. That was like the puzzle where I have to move all the blocks around. I mean, I just don't... Yeah, that's 90% of ROM hacks. And it's cool that it exists, you know. I'm not going to dig on something for existing. I'm not going to call it noise pollution or something like that. Like, obviously they want it because they made it, so it's cool that they can make it. But for me, I definitely prefer like more substantial changes. I don't want to play Fire Red Leaf Green again. I want to play something new again. I can't bump that upwards, so I guess I need to work underneath, bump it up, and then that will let me get it. Well, have you played any of the Jam games, Bombastic? Some of the Jam games are pretty nice. I think. Have you played Shifting Skies? It's not doubles, but it's kind of like, it's got some cool, the way it does change how you like battle, or like think about constructing a team at least. And I think it's pretty neat. Shifting Skies is definitely like one of the standouts from the Jam for me. And without spoiling anything, it is one of the games I voted for. No, but imagine Delcatty, but it does more damage. Don't you want to play all of Fire Red Leaf Drain again now? Doesn't that sound amazing? Who are you? Oh, you little bugger. Oh, I remember. Forecast. Pokemon Forecast. It's just a Game Jam game, so it's not too long, but it did take about 3 hours or so. And it's built around weather, and it's all double battles. And I feel like the battles in it was pretty interesting. There's like some... What's it called when in a wave? Peaks and throws? Something like that. In the difficulty of Pokemon Forecast, but it's got some fun stuff you got to play around with. That's fair, you know, actually like being employed or having a career goal, it does take up time. I gotta hand it to you. Somehow, unfortunately for what I'd like to believe, Pokemon fan games don't come before everything else. Or maybe it's a skill issue. Maybe, I'm sure you have enough time. I bet you're just not managing it properly. I bet it's your fault that you can't play Pokemon games. So, screw you. Yeah? What's the point of this? There has to be a point to this. What did I do? What? Is that a door? That looks kind of like a door, actually. It is a door. I mean, involuntary Twitch is pretty active. She's probably said what she actually does before, but I can't remember what. Hints of History had an interview episode with her. This is scary. This looks like almost like Whiteboard. JV, I'm not too sure about. JV's a bit more quiet compared to Involuntary Twitch, but he does talk a bit. A memory locket, that's good. I have so many memory lockets. And I haven't found a crest in ages. Yeah, did you see? I take it you saw the news? I take it you don't mean big in popularity. I meant big in Okay, I don't remember exactly what you quoted me on, but I'm guessing I said recently Hints of History got big, right? Hints of History is not big. It's a tiny YouTube channel. I imagine what I probably meant is the number of hosts. Because we had 4 hosts, and then as soon as I left, you'd think like, oh my god, Tom left, only 3 hosts now. But now there's 6. But actually now, Andy recently, unfortunately, has left Hints of History, which means they're down to 5. Still more than what they had before me. I'm guessing that's what I meant. I don't remember half the things I say, and that's why I'm so good at spreading misinformation. But, if I had to guess. Ah! This is difficult in the dark. And why is it being so ominous? But what that rock? What? Uh, uh, this game really is Dark Souls 2 of Hollow Knight. There was no way someone could have known that a boulder would fall on their head if they hovered there. There was absolutely no way. Okay, what did this pathway accomplish? Oh, it's closed? Why are you treating this like so spooky? Where's the music? Where's the... I know it's nearly October, but it's not Halloween yet. So open this and wind blows. I stand on this and that opens. And then I go up. And voila. I guess. What was that area? That area was so like complicated and maze-like. I'm not sure if I missed something down there. The other thing I possibly could have meant is that Hints of History was like doing more interviews, but that's not true. Density of interviews hasn't really changed. If anything, it's actually gotten less. because we've had more hosts to talk about non-interview topics. Where does this go? I'm so confused by this area. What? I saw you. I was trying to dodge you. Okay, well, here's a flea. I died. What is the point of that area? There's no hidden wall there? Now I gotta walk all the way back to... Well, like it's on the outside of the fence. I think since I did all that weird parkour and opened up something, it should be quicker to progress. Can you get off me, Spider-Man? You look like Dr. Octopus, but if he went like feral mode and refused to walk on his feet. So I went here. I still need to send something up from down there, but I haven't actually been down there yet. I went here. I found a hidden door that was open here. And apparently I can go down to Biowater? Let's get our silk back first. How does that look on the map? Connects down here. Weird. So I need to get my silk first. What game are they talking about next in Hints of History? I have enjoyed listening to them talk about all the jam games. Next is... I think the Pokemon game and... something that I forgot. Can you drop your needles? I'm in dire need of needles, and for some reason, none of you guys actually want to drop them. And I'm doing a very bad job at fighting you. Does the quest say like what I need to do to get a perfect Nito? Pine pin, hunt pin. No, it doesn't. Yeah. I think that's true. It is funny. I mean, I like that about Voltsy. I do. But you're completely right. There are only like a few... I mean, Voltsy doesn't actually like every fan game he plays. But he won't say anything bad about them 95% of the time. But, there are like... I can't remember what game it was. It was one game he played. And he like recorded it. And then the ending of the episode was just like, yeah, this is it. I'm done with this game. I just can't do this. This is really just not good. And I'm ending the series. And it's like, damn. Even Voltsy brought to his knees, forced to say something bad about a fan game. That was Slender. How you doing, Mega Greninja? It wasn't too difficult. Let me find it. I shouldn't be spreading bad stuff. If I search for some messages... Apparently it's called The New Kanto. I shouldn't be shit-talking fan games, but the fact is there's like 2 people here. Um, Let me find the video. You can mute my stream and watch this video in your own time, or we can just watch it here. Why don't we just do that? New Kanto, ROM hack, Hero Vault C. Here we go. Okay, so I think I can share my screen. We're gonna hear Silksong. Malaka, it's a fun word, isn't it? I bet he can't even speak Greek. I think I'm not showing anything bad on my stream. So Voltzy actually played like a fair bit of this. He played about 4 episodes. And then I'm disappointed. Part 4, he released a 3-hour episode. And he pretty much played through like the entirety of the game. Give me a second. I gotta turn down. Oh, if you pause, the sound stops. Speaking of Switch 2, you got. Oh god, I don't even know what Mega Ninja's typing. It could be bad. Have you played? Are you gonna play Cyberpunk on your Switch 2? You fraud, Mega Ninja. You Nintendo hater.
Welcome back, heroes, to some more Pokemon The New Kanto. Last episode, we went through Mount Moon. We battled Brendan, who was trying to put a stop to us. Misty isn't the gym leader of Cerulean anymore.
So he starts it off and he's talking normal, like, yeah, he's gonna keep on playing. But where does it come in?
There's a giant dark rift. I'm not ready to enter. There's still more I must do. Too many lives, too many threads. I can't abandon them now.
Why is it
too early to jump in? So is this where I have to come to later on then? Okay. Because it says like Brennan leaves behind money
Mega
and a
Ninja
real
could be
glass
saying
prison bottle.
many bad things, but
the
it would
human
not be.
form at Mr. No now roam Kanto. Unavoidable, uncatchable battles respawn after defeat. So Mount Ember contains light and dark stones and magma stones.
I think essentially for this, like,
Island 3,
Voltzy had to follow a guide.
Has the DNA splices explained by Doctor. SS Anne Healing Room, Silverwing and Rainbow Ring guarantee shiny Lugia.
Because it was just like so unclear what he actually had to do.
So Pokephone features unlock after finding the Mega Leash. Okay. So I need to find the Mega Leash then. Is there nothing else? So that was that little section. Now we've got to figure out what to do next. Okay, so I've been looking around for a long time and I just can't really figure anything out. This game is just very buggy, very unpolished, and honestly, the more I'm playing it, it's more just do a lot of fire red, and it's just, I'm losing interest, I'll be honest. It's just, I felt like the idea was good, but it was executed kind of poorly, and I just can't play anymore. I'm just not enjoying this, and maybe one day in the future it gets a little bit more worked on. It's very unpolished, and I'm not enjoying too much. I feel like the next thing I have to probably do is, I explored the Sevi Islands a bit, but I think to do the Team Rocket bit, I need to have the national dex for Professor Oak at 60 Pokemon, but annoyingly, the Pokemon you catch, like anything above Gen 2 and above, doesn't count towards it. So you got to find Gen 1 Pokemon.
But yeah, essentially, he then just goes on to talk about everything he doesn't like about the game. But this is the most critical you will ever find Voltzy of a fan game, in my opinion. He hardly ever says anything negative about a game. But here it is. If you want a Gordon Ramsay fan game person, you should watch for old hints of history. See any time that Andy talks about a fan game, because Andy is not afraid to get critical. And it causes trouble sometimes. Sometimes Andy is a bit too critical of fan games, and the episode of a podcast just sounds too negative, and we have to be like, okay, we need to remember to actually talk about some good things. What was something you enjoyed about the game, Andy? And he'll be like, well, I guess I enjoyed this, but really I can't think of much good to say. It's like, oh god, what if a developer sees this? But yeah. I found it is good critique. If you want again more Gordon Ramsay, I don't watch Sacred Fire or Sacred Almighty or whatever it's called. Almighty Fire, Sacred Fire. Um, but he's not scared to be critical of what am I doing here? I found this passageway. I picked up, what did I pick up? A psalm cylinder? Maybe? A memory locket? I don't remember. Key? But yeah. That's true, but you also have to be careful how you word it, right? And like, especially with fan game devs, people are really sensitive because it's their hobby. It's, well, my ear just like popped. It's, I don't know, it's important to make sure it's balanced because it's really easy to like say something and you might not even mean it to be that negative, but just because of this developer has spent the last month working non-stop on this game, they're just gonna feel like crushed and you're like, okay, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, I didn't even mean anything that bad. But they're like, oh, okay, so all that stuff that I worked for, those 200 hours that I put in RPG Maker, my game's mediocre. Okay, I understand. Just a mediocre game. Maybe I don't need to make Pokemon fan games anymore. I was like, no, I was saying you had good stuff. You were doing good shit. You just have to be careful. Yeah, and I mean, that is I did mention that in my thread. I guess it sounds like you played Pokemon Echo. Like the density of trainer battles, as well as the or maybe I didn't I think P mentioned it, so I didn't mention it in my feedback, but I mentioned something else in my feedback. But P mentioned for trainer battles, I think. And there's just a high density of trainers, and there's also a low Pokemon diversity, just because I think they're trying to like keep it to like the Pokemon you can encounter in the demo. So it's all like within the Pokédex. But it just means that like multiple times you fight like a Marill and a Wingull and a Rattata, and it's like I don't want to fight a trainer with a Rattata for the 5th time. And yeah, grass as well. I really felt it when I was doing the post-game stuff, but like you need repels to do a lot of the treasure hunting. They did now make it. Again, this is just for the demo. I'm curious what the actual solution for the full game is going to be. But for the demo, they've made it so once you beat the 2nd gym and like get access to exploring, you also get a infinite repel that you can just turn on and off, which I think is neat. They obviously do understand that that it is a problem, the grass encounters when you're trying to explore for hidden grottos. It's quite rough. So I'm looking forward to like what the actual full game of Echo is going to look like. Got pretty high hopes for it. And I do like what they've done for how do I get this Biowater place? I do like their like take on the exploration stuff. I think they've done exploration quite well. Yeah, well, I think they do seem to be aware of it. I'm not sure about. I don't know. They're not just basking in their relishing in their whatever glory or whatever, because they are making updates that actually help some of the stuff. And apparently, demo save compatibility is not going to go to the full game, and they said it's more like a little sample. What the fuck is this? Where am I? So I imagine the full game's going to be quite different. That's what it sounds like, at least. What is this? Can't do this to me. Just chuck me in Biowater and call it a day? How do I get to whatever area I've been before? I will say, like, I know Wolf Tiger doesn't make that much content for fan games, but at least when he was on the podcast, he would talk about fan games in quite a critical way, and like, he cared, kind of like what you're saying. I sort of, you can tell I have a very different approach, but Andy saw much more value in bringing up the flaws of fan games so that they can grow, instead of bringing up what they liked. For me, I really do think there just needs to be a balance. And like, if you are going to say something bad, you better have something good to say as well. Because it's one thing to know what you need to fix, it's another thing to know what you actually did well, you know? Because like, maybe you did this thing well, and then it's like, okay, well I gotta fix this thing, and you just completely forget that actually you had some skill there. So I do think there's definitely importance to the positivity as well. Even if you like completely neglect the whole point about trying to be sensitive for fan games, because it's like people's passion projects, you're not getting paid or anything. They're just putting their heart into it. There's still value to the positivity. I think it also is like, you come from a film background, Bombastic. Like, the way you think about this stuff is not going to be the way that most fan game creators think about it. Like, some people really just go in thinking like, oh, I like Esper, I want a Pokemon game based around Esper, I think that sounds fun. That's like what they think. They're not thinking like, I'm gonna make a piece of art, it's gonna surpass what I did before, and I'm gonna be constantly improving. What is the constant spikes? My god. I'm so scared of these dark tunnels. Look, there's a bug up there just waiting to pounce on me. Exactly, we love Esper, don't we? Where am I going? This better be like a flea or something nice. Where am I going, man? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Twisted bud, contorted mass of ashen vine, cries out incessantly. I might have heard about this. My brother gave me a little... What the fuck, Team Cherry? I know who I have to give it to though, because I know who looks like that. Right. That's fair. And to be fair, like, Voltsy, I reckon, does probably, like, not mind shitty Pokemon games as much as the next person. I think Voltsy probably is okay with just like simple Pokemon battles that don't really change the formula. Because like, I get he gets paid, right? He has a YouTube channel. I don't think it's his main source of income, but I get he gets paid. But even if he got paid, I don't think he'd be able to do that for as long as he's been doing, if he really was tired of like basic Pokemon games. So I think he does hold his tongue, but I don't think it's like all lies for him. But I do get what you mean. But look, I mean, hopefully what can happen, right? Because at the end of the day, while Voltsy is like probably the main playthrough that these creators will watch, hopefully Voltsy is not the only person who will actually give feedback. I mean, and I really think more people need to leave messages on threads. So I think it's a great way to leave feedback. And it's permanent. Is it his main source of income? I'm not sure, but I don't know enough about the YouTube lifestyle. Is Voltsy a full-time YouTuber? He might be. 1, 2, find the bench. And station. He does output content at like a massive rate. And it would be pretty hard to do the amount of content he does and have a day job. So you might be right, he might be full time. So what the fuck did I just accomplish? Like nothing. But yeah, like if Bulbsy can like get people into a fan game and then hopefully like those people play it and then leave their thoughts on the thread, give the feedback, say what they want. And another thing is like one person's, I mean this is like completely not so far divided from the topic you were talking about, but one person's feedback is really not enough at all. I was thinking like I played something I'd be interested to hear you play, Bombastic. I played Pokemon Expedition from the Game Jam. And I really liked the gameplay, but the story really irked me. I feel like the story was done pretty poorly. It was just not well done in my opinion. At least like the main bit of it. Or like there was a bit that completely overshadowed everything else that I was like, that can't be right. But then like at that time, pretty much the only people who had left actual feedback was me and Cade. But now more people have left feedback, and multiple people have been like, oh yeah, I love the story. I feel like you did a really good job with all the characters. And that one thing that other guy called Tom said he felt was poorly handled, no, I actually really liked it. It made me feel more attached to the character. And I could like feel their arc. I was like, damn, this is why you need to have like multiple opinions. And even that I'm not like satisfied with. I want more people to give their thoughts about Pokemon Expeditions, because I'm curious if I'm the crazy one. I feel like it was poorly done, but if you look at the thread, there's like 2v1 now. I'm like, okay, maybe this is just like a personal taste thing. Maybe it's not as objective as I thought it was. Really, it really could just be that, and half the time, I'm playing these fan games at 1 AM, 2 AM. I'm not in a good state of mind. You saw me when I played Jam Festival. Was that a sane man? No, it was not. That guy was crazy. He was over the edge. Did you see how quickly he just wanted the tournament to be over? He wasn't playing Pokemon to play the Pokemon game. He was playing Pokemon to catch the fucking weird berry and donate 18 berries or whatever it was to the altar. That's what he was doing. He wasn't there to win the tournament. So I don't know, it's a weird world out there, isn't it? I need to go lower, apparently. Imagine if someone made a game like Silksong, but it's Pokemon. Instead of playing Hornet, you play Beedrill. I think there's money there. I really should be. All the misinformation I spread. Honestly, I've come pretty close. Some of the things I say on the Discord, I feel like Andy, Cat with No Job, definitely wants me banned. I push the limits of what is allowed on that. Apparently 13 plus, I think is what it technically is, even though I reckon it should be 16 plus. I definitely push the limits. If there's a 13-year-old kid on the EV Expo Discord, they should just not be there. Stick to the forums, buddy. Play the games and leave a comment on the thread. Don't come in here. Don't interrupt my talk about Lugia with tits. Like, stay in your lane. You know, I can't even say the word cunt on the EV Expo Discord. And Andy Cat with No Job is like pretty steadfast about that. He's not budging. I said like, surely I get the pass. I'm Australian. No. No. So many of my messages in that server have been censored. I said, like, I was talking about the popularity of trainers, and I said, I said maybe. I guess, yeah, just like, just spell it incorrectly anytime I want to use it, right? I said maybe Sabrina trumps Erica in terms of popularity. And I think I actually misspelled it, or I used like a weird tense. I used the word chump instead of chumps. I didn't have the S on it. I don't remember exactly how I worded it, or maybe I did just make a typo. But that message, censored. No, we're not talking about Trump in EV Expo. The staff does not want to handle that kind of discussion. Boom, another message from Tom into the censored jar. How beautiful. How beautiful. Can't even use the English language. Have you never heard of trump cards? Or top trumps? Is that what it's called? Top trumps? The kids card game? Where you say like, oh, my dinosaur has more HP than your dinosaur, so I win? Can't even do that. I know, I can't believe EV Expo is woke. Add that to the Steam group or whatever it is that like says what games are woke. I've heard about this guy. Apparently this guy's a boss. And Kenny did not like him. Am I about to fight him? Am I about to enter his stage? What's going on? I need the leader. That looks like a boss arena. Oh boy. Okay, let's see. Kenny's least favorite boss. Maybe? What's that look like shortcut-wise? That's just a much better shortcut, right? I'm assuming I'm actually about to fight a boss. Can you give me a pin? Or you? Maybe I need to... It says like find pin. Maybe I get it by not taking damage? Like they don't soil their pin fighting against me? I don't think that's it. I soil many things. Oh, maybe that is it. You're not allowed to take damage. That's all of them now. Let's go hand that in then quickly before we do the boss stuff. I was thinking of like doing a question of the day thing, right? Having an overlay on my streams and like question of the day. But I have no idea where I'd put it without it just looking weird or... What's that word? Not destructive, not not instructive, not interruptive. There's a word. Without it looking like it just gets him away. But I forgot... I couldn't think of like where... Not disrupting, intrusive. Without it being too intrusive. I couldn't figure out where to put it. But if I was going to put it on, make a question of the day, my question of the day would be... I need to kill more dudes? My god. My question of the day would be, what chip flavor would you invent? Because I was watching like another stream of a guy talk about sometimes Northern Lion. Apparently he had a friend who like, their job was to invent new chip flavors for the company. I'm like, that sounds like a fun job. I don't think I could do it, to be honest. Like a new chip flavor? They're all done. The world's empty. We've explored the new world. There's no more islands to find. A Soviet flavor? What would Soviet flavor taste like? I think you're cooking something there, but I'm having trouble imagining what it tastes like. And you can't just say communism. I wouldn't understand you right. I would understand. Maybe if I actually took the time to learn Russian. Can I get the cloaks from you? Die? No. Okay. Boom, boom. You don't drop a cloak either, I imagine. Is cloak maybe the Reapers only? What chip flavor would I invent? Cookie dough chips? That wouldn't work well. One chip flavor that I really did like that I'm about to have to focus. I don't want to focus. Oh, drab and trembling squib, you who timidly step upon the great stage. Fate has seen you chosen. Cast away your fear and join me as my partner. Farloom's flame may flicker, but together we shall spark it ablaze. Let us enliven the city lost to silence. Let us rouse the soul of this once great land. Make Farloom great again? Oh my god, you look like Nightmare Grim. You really look like Nightmare Grim, but you're like short. Well, you don't seem hard. Ow. I've got fireworks. You've got little bombs that... what the hell? How hard can you be? The chip flavor I was thinking is like cookie dough, right? But people always say, you know, salt and sweet, they don't mix. But when I was in Japan, I had this chip flavor that I was really like hesitant to try. You are just a pain to beat. You're a flying enemy, aren't you? What is that gust? Okay, you're being annoyingly tough. Okay, fireworks. Bombs. Right, that makes sense. Don't stand where. And the chip flavor I had was like salted chips that were coated in chocolate. Kind of like a choc top, but it was a very skinny layer of chocolate. And there's one brand that I had that did not taste nice. But there's one brand that I had that, like the salt flavor underneath the chocolate was still, like, really identifiable. And it was nice. And, like, I bought more of those than I should have. So maybe cookie dough chips can work, is what I'm trying to say. Maybe. Probably. Can you... Hornet, I'm trying to go somewhere. Get in the car, buddy. Okay. Let's actually focus here. So I can't get too close to you. Can I, like, do anything with those? Oh, okay. I like to whirlwind me. We've got little trapdoors like Hugh Jackman in The Prestige. Well, that is a lot of fireworks. You just kind of, like, fling shit and hope it sticks to the wall, huh? Is that what your character does? What's that one? Fireworks? You fly in fireworks? That's fireworks. You can kind of mix and match a little bit. Yogurt with honey. Honestly, I can kind of taste that in my mouth. I can taste it and it does sound nice. I had a really nice like honey pizza in Japan as well. And to be fair, that pizza restaurant was just like amazing at any pizza they did. But it was a really nice honey pizza. And I had never had like a honey pizza before. You can, but you can't at the same time. And it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. You whirlwind me? I wonder if I can damage you at all while you're whirlwinding. You're just gonna spam whirlwind, huh? Trapdoor shenanigans? That's fireworks, right? And your fireworks have an order to them. What is the tech when you do the whirlwind? How do I do that safely? What's that? Whirlwind? I don't know how to do that safely because you stick out stuff once you're done, which I don't like. Do mix and match, which is a problem for me. Wow. I can kind of imagine yogurt and honey. I think it would take me a couple bites, like whenever I taste something new, I don't know if this is just me or if this is just a normal human reaction. It always takes me a little bit, because my first gut reaction will always be, like I was a very fussy eater as a kid, and I think this is that carrying through. As soon as I like taste something that I've never tasted before, I'll be like, I don't know, I don't know this flavor, oh no, not nice at all. I think maybe when if I get close to him when he stops and then he jumped. Maybe. But then, like, I reckon if I had, like, a few bites of that honey yogurt stuff, I'd start to feel it. I'd get the vibe. You know I hate you, Mr. Circus Man? What the? I don't get it. I don't get how I'm supposed to move around your moveset. The bombs, okay. The whirlwind, slightly okay, but I honestly don't know. All of it mixed together? I guess like in isolation, maybe I can do it, but you do mix and match. Not very nice. Like sometimes when he comes down from that floaty move, he goes straight into a whirlwind from above. That's more dangerous. And it's good, he's smart. He knows when like I'm near him, and he backs away after doing a whirlwind, so maybe I need to like preemptively dash. Okay, you're just chucking a bunch of stuff on the screen. Okay, that's how first like stun. Got good damage in. Will this boss only have one form? I'm skeptical. Fucking fireworks, man. Oh, this seems like a second form. Or like some intermission. Or where he starts getting faster. Shut up. No, I will not love cigarettes. Do not. I am such a weak-minded man. I will never smoke a cigarette. But the way I am, like, do you know how quickly I get addicted to Pokemon cards? I should not deal with vices. Like, that is not... I do not need something addictive in my life. I would like to think I'm strong enough that, like, I could smoke one cigarette and put it down and never smoke it again. But we're not risking it, man. Like, I can't even fucking resist buying dumb indie games. That's my addiction. How do you think I'd handle when someone actually gives me a stick of nicotine? A substance essentially made to be addictive. I'd be dead. It's my kryptonite. I mean, it's humanity's kryptonite. It's not my kryptonite, to be fair. Cigarettes being addictive is not something specific to me. But I would not do well. What are you gonna do? Oh, can you please? Oh, you can be quite aggressive with him. Sometimes he just stands and poses for a while, and sometimes he goes underground. Okay, so this is like his phase transition. I'm dead. You had to steal my heal from me. How crude. Lock in. This could be near the end. Could be. Fuck that move, man. Fuck that move, man. What is Mega Bonk? Let me do a quick Google. Oh, I think you told me about this. No? Maybe not. Maybe I just saw it on Steam. Like on Trending. Came out 5 days ago. Roguelike action survival. It looks kind of interesting. I know I have seen this. I remember it. It's like a kind of like a Vampire Survivors game. Like waves of enemies come at you and like you get items and you try to deal with the waves. It does look kind of interesting. I've bought too many games recently, and if I actually want to buy Silent Hill F, I ought to save up my money. But it does look interesting. I swear there's like too many good games coming out. Fucking Avamancer came out. A different game came out. Blood Rush? I want to play Blood Rush. I was really tempted to cave and buy Blood Rush, but I shouldn't. I just do not have the finances for it, realistically. And also, like, I have like 5 other unfinished games. More than 5, but 5 recently for unfinished games. Stop this dumb bullshit. Blood Rush looked really good. There's like Eclipsium, I think was another game that I wanted to buy, but I was like, I shouldn't. Eclipsium was easier to resist. It wasn't as tasty looking as Blood Rush for my preferences. Blood Rush seems really interesting. Oh, when that game goes on sale, it's going to be a very easy cave for me. We're doing a lot better here. Oh, no, never mind. I fluffed it. I jinxed myself. Can you... This is your phase transition, right? Yeah. Not really a phase transition. I guess it is. That's got to do good damage. I forgot I have tools that do, like, good damage. What are you doing? Yeah, of course you're doing that, you little... You would. Again? Back-to-back whirlwinds? So I guess I think he spends less time between attacks now. It's like essentially, oh my god. I'm dead. There was sauce in there, I think. I don't know how close that is, but. I think I might need to remember to use my tools a little bit. If I unload bombs on him when he's stunned, it shouldn't be... But looking like an indie? Look, I play games on a laptop, so no matter what, Silent Hill would not look good on my computer. But from the trailers I've seen, graphically, it looks nice, no? What is looking like an indie these days? Have these people not seen what a real indie game looks like? Have you not seen Vampire Survivors? Have you not seen Heartworm? It seems like it's got pretty high fidelity graphics, no? Something, whine about mainstream video game fans and the industry. Everyone else is the problem, not me. Give me an easy attack. Okay. No, I thought you were doing the flyby. I don't trust the Silent Hill criticism. That seems off to me. From what I've seen about gameplay-wise or story-wise, I mean, I've tried not to look at too much. I don't even want to blurb on the story. I know it's about, like, it's set in 1960s? And yeah, apparently it is, like, about a female perspective. And apparently that does, like, play into the story. I don't know how that plays into the story, but I'm curious to see. But I'm trying to go mostly blind. Oh, I fucking hate you. I don't know when you're doing a flyby. I don't know when you're doing a whirlwind. I don't know when you're doing a flyby into a whirlwind. I don't know. You need to, like, not be like this. I don't know who raised you, but they didn't do a good job. They did not do a good job. No wonder you ended up in this circus. Probably ran away from your family. We're not beating this game before Silent Hill comes out. This boss, I don't know, unless it has like another secret bullshit phase. I think we'll get it. I need to not be close to you when you come out, because you deal damage to me, and I've known that for a while now. Flyby. Not into a whirlwind. Fireworks. Into a whirlwind. Dash, yeah, I got you pinned down, buddy. Fireworks? Okay. What's that? Bombs? Fireworks? I think we're safe here. Nice. That was a bit lucky. Whirlwind? We didn't dash back. Why? Was I just a bit too fast on it? Gotta watch out for the potential flyby whirlwind combo. Oh, you little... What made you think that was okay? If you... Oh my god! Nice, I got lucky there. I'm not sure about like healing this fight. Fireworks, okay. Whirlwind. That was bad timing on my part. That's okay. Flyby. Into the whirlwind. I read you like a book, buddy. What's that? Bombs? More bombs. Nice stun. Get boomeranged. I meant to do my bombs, but that's okay. Flyby into fireworks. Okay, we got a profit of HP there. Flyby into bombs. Bombs. Whirlwind. Got you pegged, buddy. Flyby into whirlwind. Oh, you love that one. I'm learning now, don't you see? Your old tricks are not working on me anymore. That's tight. That was undodgeable, I'm pretty sure. Can we get a replay on that? Those fireworks mixed with the whirlwind? Don't think there was much I could have done there. Okay, you're stacking on me a bit too much now. A bit too many particle effects. Yeah, I told you, I can do this one. Flyby into bombs. Just bombs. Fireworks. Whirlwind. Buddy. Whirlwind's like the only attack that I can get safely nowadays. Fireworks? I got him! What was Kenny on about? Unless that's not banned.